Hello survivors and welcome to episode 15 of Ark News. In this episode it's another massive community crunch roundup. We're taking a look at all the reveals building up to the release of Genesis Part 2. So without further ado, let's get started. So I'm going to go straight into it today. Obviously we have some new images from 4 community crunches, 264, 265, 267 and 268. These are regarding the original reveals we got back with the extra live stream, so this is quite exciting. So starting with the Shadowmane. We got a close-up of the Shadowmane's face, which looks awesome, along with a quote. Never mind its lightning-fast chain teleport strike. By the time you're aware of the Shadowmane's presence, it's probably too late. This creature looks beautiful, and I'm really looking forward to seeing this creature in the game when Genesis Part 2 releases, and I cannot wait to try and tame it and have one myself. Next we have the Loadout Mannequin. We got a look at this in use at last. The quote with this is as follows. Make every second count by storing your equipment on Loadout Mannequins. Quickly visualize your gear, hotbar items and complete a full equipment swap. This looks like what I said about this during the reveal was correct. It is some way of switching your loadout and looks really cool. What I'm picturing is like having armor bays like in Iron Man in your house, which would be really cool. So you're sort of like being able to walk in and switch out your armor really quickly. So if you're someone who collects different forms of armor, this is probably for you. Probably for more PvP, I think, where they have that kind of setup. We had more reveals. The next one was the Canoe. This is probably my favourite image just because of that background with that fauna. Anyway, the description is, I have a joyride with the tribe or go for a relaxing fishing session. Convenience is key with a canoe that can be picked up and placed down in any body of water and is great for storing your consumables and freshly caught fish. It's cool with this canoe that you can pick it up and any time amidst all the other tech stuff they're adding, we get a simple canoe. Really nice. Next up we have the new Glen. The nice little two little sentences for this creature are as follows. Don't be fooled by the new Glen's adorable looks. Behind the cute face is a mind-bending surprise, the ability to take control of enemy creatures, tames, or even other humans. I love how Genesis keeps adding these cute little creatures that look so innocent, but then, they are absolutely awesome and terrifying at the same time. It's great, referring to the Ferox there. We also have this amazing and stunning photo of the minigun in use. I think everyone knows that I am very much looking forward to this one. I love this photo, it looks stunning. The notes are, who needs to be accurate when you're firing a massive barrage of bullets to keep your enemies under pressure? When you're not wielding it, place it in stationary mode to improve its accuracy and clear targets around corners. I am very much looking forward to wielding this weapon. I love it and look forward to unleashing mayhem on my server. Yep, I have nothing more to say about it. I'm really looking forward to this. Yeah, gonna be my signature weapon. That's all I have to say. Next we have the tech hover sail. The little sentences are as follows. There's no better feeling than skimming the skies to find the perfect tailwind to surf. Reach your destination in style while landing flashy tricks to increase your speed. This looks great, reminds me a lot of the opening scene from Disney's Treasure Planet, I think, with that hover surfboard thing. So I'm very much looking forward to seeing this one in action. Again, I think this is another one we're going to have to wait for the game's release for. But yeah, definitely looking forward to this. The next one is the ammunition box. Again, another one that everyone's looking forward to seeing. This is something I am specifically looking forward to putting to use. The notes are as follows. Complete with a floating HUD that displays the total ammo stats, the ammo box will automatically fill all nearby turrets with all varieties of ammunition. I'm hoping they might add some more varieties of ammunition. The likelihood is, though, is that's not happening, but it does hold all the current types of ammo. So for every turret you have, if you use different turrets, that's great. If you're like me, who just uses tech ones, then that's fine. This is going to be great. I'm looking forward to putting this to use immediately. So yeah. Next up we have the Tech Phase Pistol. This has undergone a name change since the original reveal. It was revealed to us as the Federation Tech Pistol, so interesting that the name has changed. The notes on this one are as follows. In your hands lies the dichotomy between giving and taking life. What will you choose when wielding the Tech Phase Pistol? Phaser, taser, or laser? I mean, which one is heal now? So, I'm going to assume, let's try and do some deduction. Taser is stun. That's just obvious, So hopefully that will aid us in taming. Let's assume that laser is the kill setting, which leaves phaser as the heal setting. Don't take my word on that until Genesis is released, but I'm going to assume that that's how it would work. I doubt that laser would mean heal, just given, and I doubt they would use phaser for kill, because, that would be a massive copyright issue with a certain franchise that uses phasers, resisting the urge to hum the theme tune to that franchise. Moving on swiftly before I decide to do that and break many rules. So we also have the tech bow, another one that I'm looking forward to. The little paragraph for this one is as follows. Gone are the days of remembering to bring every type of arrow for the hunt. Including a unique explosive arrow, the Federation-issued tech bow materializes any arrow instantly and uses electromagnetism to shoot them at blinding velocities. I love the image for this one in use. Very much looking forward to giving this a try. Again, another one that I'm looking forward to using. I think this one is going to annoy a few of my archery friends, but other than that, I'm looking forward to using this. So next up, I believe this is a new creature reveal. The description is as follows. Be careful when you're taking in the beauty of the landscapes and fauna around you. Some things, like the carnivora, want to take you in and get a closer look too. I love the image of this thing eating a sheep. I mean, poor sheep, but they look awesome. I'm very much looking forward to seeing these in action. Flowers that want to eat you. Again, I read the name of this and thought, is that California? So that was quite funny. So they're probably referencing their own studio location there, but yeah, I thought that was quite hilarious. And finally, we have the Strider, so we can clearly see the other two attachments for this, which we know about the harvesting attachment from the original reveal. It looks like the one on the right with the gun, I would assume that is the offensive attachment. Not seeing the dino design on the head there yet. Then the one on the left with that orange colouring, I would assume that is the defensive design with the antlers and the stego-like spines. The notes for this one are: Striders can be found patrolling the colony ship with a variety of components offering defense, offense and utility. Just make sure your hacking skills are up to par before trying to claim one of these giant mechanical marvels. Interesting that they've chosen to use a hack rather than a knockout tame or passive tame, which usually for tech creatures they get treated the same as their non-tech variant, or they just use the same taming techniques. So this should be interesting. I'm still not sure about this one. I'm looking forward to it, definitely, but I think I'm definitely more looking forward to seeing it in game. So just to quickly mention that I'm hopefully going to be doing a live stream on the day of the release of Genesis Part 2, so long as everything works out on Wildcard's end in terms of the release. Also wanted to quickly say that Ark 1 is not coming to an end just yet. I believe that we can expect quality of life updates post Genesis Part 2 to ensure the longevity of Ark until Ark 2. I don't think they would have announced Ark 2 if they were not still working on Ark. I think it's interesting that they were working on Ark 2 after Extinction was, released and done. So there must have been a team of devs working on Ark 2 while the bulk of the devs were working on Genesis Part 1 and Part 2. I have no idea how game development works, but I like to think that this is what's happening behind the scenes. Remember, they only have a specified release date of 2022 for Ark 2, so it could be any time during that year. So assuming that Genesis Part 2 is the end of Ark, it's a bit premature. So that's it for this episode of Ark News. A relatively short episode, but be sure to check out the latest episode of Ark Highlights, and make sure to check out episode 2, Running and Owning a Server, coming up in June, and make sure you check out the live stream for Genesis Part 2 on the day of release. Be sure to subscribe for more Ark news, and comment if you have any questions on anything in today's episode or anything else Ark related. And see you next time, survivors.